I got a question. Are y'all questions getting answered? Huh? Devon and yeah, are y'all questions getting answered? Okay. Yeah. Just gotta make sure. Okay, we back on y'all. Alright, remember this question is I paused everything because it's a question for a brother and his daughter, so I didn't want to just keep going and not be recorded for them and then not be live for them. So the question is will there be work in the kingdom? The answer is no. There will not be work in the kingdom. The work is going to be on the other nations. For the children of Israel, the scriptures are going to get specific on what's going to happen with us as far as work, right? Service. So read that. Let's start from there again. Isaiah 14:1.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Go ahead.
For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob.
See, part of that mercy is us relieving of the work. It's the relieving of the work. Right? Think about it, Doc. Right now, how many of y'all want 2 more jobs in the kingdom? Yeah. How many of y'all want to go through this in the kingdom? Like, and that's that Christian mentality. I'm not saying the question is on that Christian. But what I'm saying is, if you leave it up to Christianity, they will have us thinking, what? That this world is going to be the same when Christ comes back. Right? They literally put no difference between this time and the time to come. Right? So the scripture says this mercy is going to be extended to Jacob. Go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel.
Go ahead.
And the strangers and set them in their own land.
So one of the blessings of the kingdom is that we're going to be set in our own land. Now, I was saying earlier that these Christian apologists, they try to say that this has been done. If you look at it from just if those Israelis were the true Israelites, this prophecy still has not happened. They're in their land, right? So-called. Remember, we're playing with this, right? They still don't fit this prophecy. And that's why they are playing this game. Oh, yeah, that happened. Oh, that happened. Oh, that happened. Nah, that ain't happened. If you look at the prophecies of the scriptures, the specifics, that the kingdom of Israel being set above all nations, and these nations come in serving, this is why you got to know your Bible. Because you get on with them. Oh, brothers put me onto that clubhouse. I'm like, that's anarchy. Clubhouse is anarchy. Bro, first of all, I'm going to say this. If you ain't got your book down, don't even try it. Because they disrespect, they talk over you, they don't stick to the topic, they disrespect you. It's crazy, y'all. And I was like, it's only so much I can stomach of that. You know, but the thing is that these cats, they're trained to try to disannul the gospel. I don't even use those doctrine. No, they are disannulling the gospel. Right? So, one of the things I wanted to bring out in here, yes, we're answering the brother's question, but this prophecy has not happened. Right? Go ahead.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them.
Right.
And bring them to their place.
Where in the Bible, or in history, in biblical history, did this happen? What, Cyrus? You trying to say Cyrus and Durus? Huh? When did it happen? Because it literally, if it did happen in that kingdom, it was taken away. Why? Because they fell. They fell to all these kingdoms all the way up to America now. Right? So, no, it didn't happen. Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
Stop. Show me where the Israelis possess the nations. If we're playing and they think they're the Israelites, show me where they're possessing the nations. Hell nah. First of all, they're the Gentiles. Isaiah 1:9 says that the Gentiles, the nations, right, are in our land. They possess our land, the heathen. So, I just wanted to throw that in this subject because it's stupidity, and if you ain't in the word, you're going to get lost. Right? But let's stick to this brother's point. Are we going to work in the kingdom? The Bible said we're going to possess the nations. Look up the word possession. Check this out. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. Right? And this is a big theme with the future prophecy. Right? How do we know this ain't happening? Because ain't nobody over there possessing the Gentile, possessing any nation. You still got gay clubs. You still got a terrible economy. You still got to work hard in Israel. Right? What you got for possess?
Possession. The having, holding, or detention of property.
See, the detention of property. Are they holding the nations and possessing them? No, but the true children of Israel, when we get in our land, we will possess them. In what way, though? Read on in Isaiah.
And the house of Israel shall possess them,
right,
in the land of the Most High for servants and handmaids.
There you go. So why are we not going to work in the kingdom? Because you're going to have a handmaid and a servant to do that. Right? What happens when these rich get rich and retire? They got their handmaids and their servants to do these things. Right? They're just on vacation, living the life. Right? You think they're going around the yacht and cleaning it up? You think they're cleaning up the yacht? Hell no. They ain't even driving the yacht. You think they're going around passing out wine to everybody? They got servants and handmaids. We're not going to be doing work in the kingdom. The Most High is going to relieve us of all the hard bondage, the slavery, the servitude that the Most High put us in. We're going to be relieved of that. So, I mean, why do you think we're here? Right? Thank you. We've been working, yes, 2,000 years. I like how you went all the way back. 400 and what? 30 years plus, right? We're still working. Even though we're not in hard bondage, we're still in bondage. You're not getting whipped while you're at the job. I mean, nowadays you can get shot while you're at the job. But no, the Most High is relieving us from that. We're going to have servants and handmaids. Slaves. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives.
They shall do what?
And they shall take them captives.
Right.
Whose captives they were.
There you go. Right? Revelation 13, 9 and 10 says, he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. So when they go into captivity, what are the nations going to be doing? Work. That Rihanna. That work. Right? So no, you're not going to have to work. You're not going to have to do those things. You're not going to have to be a barista. You're not going to have to do that. You know? You're not going to have to labor no more. Work 2 or 3 jobs. Let your kids learn from other nations. Nah. Check that out. Beg for vacation? Nah. We ain't going to have to work. We're going to be ruling. So what do you do when you have a servant and handmaid? You're giving out orders. You're telling them what to go do. Y'all see this?
Ah.
That's why we're abiding in our labor and preparing for this. Right? We're doing the work of the Most High. I mean, let's be real. One of the greatest things is we're looking for payback, vengeance.
Ah.
The Lord's vengeance.
Ah.
Okay, read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, we're going to rule over our oppressor. Once again, I'm going to throw it back in there. Right? If the Israelis are the true Israelites, are they ruling over their oppressors? No, because America is oppressing everybody. Hey, these cats are foolish. It's madness, man. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High shall give thee rest.
Wait, he's going to do what?
Give thee rest.
What are we going to get in the kingdom?
Rest.
What are we fighting for, class?
Rest.
We fighting for rest. I'm tired. I'm tired. You know what I mean? And I ain't even been in the truth like elders. That's why you got to shake it off. This elder been in truth 70 years, man. Let me keep pushing. Because you got brothers that be in the truth 1 year. What? They stopped trying. Like, what happened to your test? You know what I'm saying? Well, like, bro, you gave up? What happened? What happened? I thought we was Hebrew Israelite gangster disciple. We were supposed to be pounding the ground. This is pounding the ground, bro. This is not our rest. But in the kingdom, we're going to be resting. We're going to be at ease. What?
I got a scripture.
Oh, bro, you're going to have to hold. Because you probably got one of the few we got. Before we segue, if it's not pulled already, I'm going to let you pull it. All right? Because, yeah. I mean, there's a few in here. I mean, there's a lot in here. But we got the main hitters. It says, I will give you rest. That's what we're looking for. So, no, we're not going to be working in the kingdom. Not no hard bondage. You're going to work. You're going to, picking up the grate. Well, damn, wait a minute. Let me stop. What do you got a servant and handmaid for? Where are my grapes? And then you just lean your head back. I mean, if you want to call that work, that's going to be work then. You lean your head back.
What about the bell?
Right? Nah, I don't even want to pick up a bell. I want to say it. Grapes. And then the grape woman comes out. The little Edomites. The little Moabites. The little Ammonites. All the almond died, right? Because Esau's got to be there too. Right? Because, I don't know. What's going to happen when they take all those fake boobs and fake lips out? No, hold on. Let's think about this. All this mixture, there's going to be a lot of these women, these Edomite women, looking like our women. Right? So they definitely be in bondage. They definitely, servants and handmaids. Possession. Well, where's my watermelon? The wine. Right? That's what we're talking about. We ain't doing this for no reason. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. Yeah, what's that?
I don't like the way they put shock collars on these dogs they have in their possession. So mine would have shock collars.
Shock collars. He's going to have shock collars for the Edomites and the nations.
That's right.
You know what the scripture says, and I'm not going to go into change the subject of this class, but it says, you will do in Edom according to my anger. You don't have enough of anger in you. The Spirit of the Lord is going to have to be put in you. Because we're nice. Huh?
Yes, we are.
Hey, you're like, damn, man. All right, man. I had him in the ground. Man, I had him in the ground for a day. Let him out. That's what we'd do. They dumped our sisters in the ground, our brothers in the ground, and walked over and pissed on it. Right? Pissing on you. So the anger, we know that because the black man, you're still hugging them, and when the court's over, they shot your kid, they choked him out. We know you didn't mean it. Jesus loves you. Right? So I want to stick on the topic, but there's a lot that embodies this subject. But the Bible is telling us rest. Go ahead.
The Most High shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Go ahead.
And from thy fear.
And from thy what?
And from thy fear.
Bro, that in itself, to not have to walk around. When I wake up, I get up and I say, I got to work as hard as y'all working. That's the fear, that I'm not living up to what I'm saying. I don't know about y'all, but that's me. I'm like, I'm there working, little chosen, and when y'all are off, I'm still working extra. Right? Because the fear. Now you're like, well, that's the fear of the Lord. True, but it's still fear. Right? But we ain't going to have to worry about that. Damn, am I doing wrong right now? Because I'm not working as hard as my brother? Right? As my sisters? Right? We ain't going to have to worry about that in the kingdom, man. We're going to be at ease. Go ahead.
And from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
All right. Is that not plain, straight, cut to the point? We are not going to be working in the kingdom, man. Go to, you know what? I'm adding it right now because I didn't have it. But go to Deuteronomy. We're going to bounce. We never hit. We never hit this. And this is to show you once again how these Israelis or so-called Jews, how they are not the people of the Most High. Go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Who is that? That's another man. You know what I mean? He said the spirit of the prophet, the spirit of the Lord is on him. He speaks like the prophets. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass. If thou shalt hearken diligently.
Right? If we do hearken. We know 15, but we rarely go over this. But remember, these are all the promises that will happen when we fall into the kingdom in the spirit and do the laws to the most potency. Right? Read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day.
Right?
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high. Above all nations.
Upon what?
All nations.
Right?
Of the earth.
See? All that. Well, see, there's no way you guys can... Bro, show me these white people is above all nations. In the land of Israel, possessing the land, and everybody serving them. They do not fulfill the prophecy. This is a future prophecy that has not happened. These are future promises that has not happened. Y'all got to keep this in mind. Right? Go to verse 8. No, 7.
Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten.
To be what?
To be smitten.
No work.
To be smitten.
We don't got to do no work. The Most High is going to do. Bro, the power we're going to have, it's not going to be any work. Any step of the way. We ain't going to have to struggle no more. On every level. Read.
Before thy face.
Read.
They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
Right. It shall flee from you 7 ways. Yeah, are you understanding this? Read verse 9.
Verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself.
Read.
As he hath sworn unto thee. If thou shalt keep thy commandments of the Lord thy God.
Right.
And walk in his ways.
You know what I realized about the 28 and 1 down to verse 15, it's very short. Straight to the point. Right? But let's understand this. If we go to the 15th verse, let's reverse everything. You understand? Jump to verse 47.
Verse 47.
Go ahead.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
So when we serve the Lord our God, read.
With joyfulness.
Come on.
And with gladness of heart.
Go ahead.
For the abundance of all things.
See, that's going to be switched around. We're going to serve with joyfulness and gladness. Why? Because we're going to have everything. There's never going to be no reason to be sad. Right? Read.
Verse 48.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt serve thy enemies.
So our enemies are going to serve us. All you got to do is go through Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, and everything is reversed. Right? They're going to serve us. And that's what we're going to do. I'm just showing you how to do it with Deuteronomy, but we're going to go through the other promises and chapters. You see, like we did with Isaiah 14. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
See? But what's going to happen now? Any nation that come against us, they're going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
In hunger.
Right?
In thirst.
Read.
And in nakedness.
Right?
And in want of all things.
See, remember that time we were in need of all these things? Who's going to get them for us now? Servants and handmaids. Right? Right now, you got to go to the nations to get your clothes. We're going to be having to make our clothes. And you're talking about from the beginning. There's the flock. You're going to go ahead and get me some lamb skin. Right? You're going to have the best. Right? Well, what about the what's the linen? How do we get this linen? Where does linen come from? Is it cotton? It's like a silk? Look at that. Now think about that. Who's going to do that? I want some linen pants. You're going to go make me some linen pants. No. Don't go get me none. You're going to make them. Huh? You're going to make them. You're going to be like, what the hell? But that's nothing, Doc. You're alive. You're still making things. You're still breathing. You're still eating. I gotta feed you. I gotta feed you because a dead slave is not a good slave. All those saints. We ain't gonna be doing no work, y'all. Go from there. Go to what you got, Doc?
I got Deuteronomy 15:6.
Go ahead. Pull that one.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 15 and verse 6. For the Lord thy God blesseth thee,
right,
as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations,
right,
but thou shalt not borrow.
Right. Thou shalt lend to many nations and not borrow. That's what we're going to be doing. You see? There ain't going to be no, you got to pay the loan back, such and such interest. I was going through this TikTok and they were talking about houses and the ARP that's on them and all that. He's like, bro, by the time you paid off the interest on this house, you'd be dead. Or it'd be taken. Then they take that house and do what? Go sell it again, do it all over again.
Yeah, I saw the same video.
You saw that same video, and I'm thinking like, that's the way the devil does it. Huh? You think we're going to have to worry about that in the kingdom? No, because the world is going to be yours. Right? Go from there. Yeah. Hold that. But that's we already got all those. Isaiah 32 and 17. Go to Isaiah 32 and 17.
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 17.
Go ahead.
And the work of righteousness shall be peace.
Yeah, you're going to be at peace. Remember this? You know why this resonates constantly with us? Because it's a reminder of what we're supposed to be doing. But you know this is future tense. Because everything we're going to do in the future is going to be peace. There ain't going to be no more drama. There ain't going to be no more headaches. There ain't gonna be, let me get that Advil. Because I just got off of work and I gotta go what? I gotta go Uber. I got off of work and I gotta go hit this Uber a few hours. It ain't gonna be none of that. Go ahead.
And the effect of righteousness.
And the effect of righteousness is what?
Quietness.
See? We gonna be at rest, huh? How long do you want to sleep? You know what I mean? Yes, listen, first of all, we're going to have to get some things in order. We got to guide some people. We got to do this, do that. But how long do you want to sleep? You probably ain't going to want to sleep in Jerusalem, right? Or you just want to lay in that bed for at least, you know what I mean, 10 hours a day. For at least, 2 years, just to reboot. Soak it in, like, is this real? Right? But this is what the kingdom's about. It ain't gonna be the same thing. If that was the case, bro, what were we fighting for? That's why every time I heard Pac say that, is there a ghetto in heaven? Like, bro, if there's a ghetto in heaven, what are we doing this for? We should go out, we gotta go out just like these dummies. Because there's nothing to look for. Right? In the spiritual heaven or the heaven on earth. Right? Go ahead.
And assurance forever.
And what?
Assurance.
We're going to be assured. When you feel assured, don't you sleep better? Huh? Aren't you at rest? You're assured. No debt. Right? Yeah, no debt. Sisters, no more menstrual cycle. Pains. Right? No more having a baby. Remember, that's the curse of Genesis. Yeah. Imagine that. You having a baby and it coming out easy. No pain. Why do you think there's going to be so many Israelite babies? Huh? HPV? Gone. Right? Endometriosis? Gone. Postpartum depression? Gone. Right? The Most High is removing all these things that is going to destroy us psychologically. Right? What's the point of the kingdom if you're in the kingdom and you're depressed? Y'all can understand why I'm saying this when we get into this next question. Go to read on.
Forever.
Right. For what?
Forever.
No, for a little bit.
Forever.
Forever. Read.
And my people shall dwell in a peaceful habitation.
They're going to dwell in a peaceful habitation. We're going to be at peace, at rest. There ain't going to be no shooting. There ain't going to be no robberies. There ain't going to be no rapists. There ain't going to be none of that. Right. And it's all opposite of what the white man, why he doesn't understand the laws of the Most High. It's opposite of that. Because you gotta destroy all the wicked to have that. You got to destroy the wicked out of the land. You got to keep the laws of the Most High. There ain't going to be no 6'5" basketball player, grown man twitching. You know what I mean? With fake eyelashes. You know what I mean? Fake boobs. In a beard, in a Peter. Right? Ain't going to be none of that. You're going to be at rest, huh? You got to worry now. You got to worry about your kids and your family, right? Finish that 18th verse.
And ensure dwellings.
And ensure dwellings. No reason to doubt. That's rest. No, you're not going to have to work on any level. I know we took this to another level. You're like, I was just talking about physical work. Shit. Bro, you ain't going to have to do no mental work. You ain't going to have to do no mental work in this sense. We are going to think. But the things that take us out of our peace is what's not going to be there. Nobody's saying you're not going to have to use your brain and actually function and call out things and organize. But that's going to be easy. Right? Just like when the white man pulled behind you, you think he feels? Well, now he does, right? Now he's scared as hell, right? They might just get shot in the damn face when they come to the car. But there was one time where they got out the car. They got the sir, step out the car. Right? Remember the confidence? We know that their kingdom is coming down, so that's kind of switching. That's switching now, right? They're like scared as hell. They got their hand. They sweat. Well, we're going to be like they were back in the days. You know what I mean? Sir, step out the car. Yeah. You got your hall pass. Oh, wow. You got your hall pass. NASA let you go? Con, what?
I mean, we laughing about it, but the scriptures, the scriptures say in Zechariah, if this is something that we would see as marvelous, would it not be marvelous in my eyes also?
Go ahead, grab it. Where are we at?
Zechariah chapter 8, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Most High of Hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days,
right?
Should it also be marvelous in my eyes, saith the Most High of Hosts?
Ooh. Oh, wow. So if you can see, if you think it's something now, and look at we at the bottom. Imagine the days the Most High got set up for us. Right? The Most High, it's not going to be explained. When they ask this question, it reminds me, it's not going to be able to be articulated on what we're going to feel. All I'm doing is giving our earthly explanations, but really, psychologically, spiritually, mentally, it's not going to be explained, the feeling. You can't. So, go from there. Go to Jeremiah 30 and 10. I like that. In quiet resting. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Therefore, fear not.
Go ahead.
O my servant Jacob.
Read it again.
Verse 10. Therefore, fear thou not. O my servant Jacob.
Right. There's not going to be any fear. Go ahead.
Saith the Most High. Neither be dismayed.
Read.
O Israel.
Read.
For lo, I will save thee from after, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
See, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of captivity. Go ahead.
And Jacob shall return.
Right.
And shall be in rest.
Right. It shall be once again, in rest. This is not, oh, I'm going to arrest you and then put you back into captivity. That's what these idiots don't understand. Oh, they were given rest. This is talking about, what did we just read in the other scripture? Forever. This ain't like, oh, we stumbled into rest. Yeah, that happened in 5-8. That rest was the 40 years that... No. This is bro, we're not going to have to worry ever again. And that's what they're not getting. They don't understand these precepts, nor do they even link them right. They leave out certain precepts. Right? Go ahead.
And be quiet.
And be what?
And be quiet.
Who wants just quietness? Nobody say anything. So when you talk about work, bro, work comes with sweat. And this ain't quietness, right? You're not gonna be sweating, nah. It's gonna be quietness. In us, right? Go ahead.
And none shall make them afraid.
And none shall make us afraid. You know why I threw that one in there? Because the fear. If I don't pay this light bill, damn, they finna cut these lights off. Right? This internet bill. Damn, if I don't pay my Hulu bill, it's done. Right? It's over. Right? I don't know what I'm gonna do. The Most High is showing us, man. He's showing us that we're gonna be relieved of all these things that burden us. There's no work. There's not gonna be any work for us in the kingdom. On that level, y'all get what I'm saying, right? Okay, go from there. Go to Jeremiah 23, 2.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power of Israel, against the pastures that feed my people.
Go ahead.
Ye have scattered my flock.
Yeah, these pastors that they're not giving us the true vision of what the Israelites are going to obtain. They're not giving us a true vision of what the kingdom of heaven is going to be. Because they've got to leave out certain pieces. Right? We know in the kingdom dwelleth righteousness. But they left out the servants part. They left out the hard bondage for the nation part. They left out the payback part. So you're leaving out the whole picture, right? When you deal with servants, that's why I started out with that. Servants and handmaids literally means you don't got to do nothing. You can get your servant to do it. See, when they leave these things out, we're not going to get the full picture. And Christianity has shortened and chopped things apart and said, oh, that happened. Right? Exactly. That trips me out. That happened already. Yeah, exactly. Read.
And driven them away.
Read.
And have not visited them.
Right. Go ahead.
Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing.
And that's what the Most High is doing now. Go ahead.
Says the Lord.
Go ahead.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock.
Right. See, this is why the Most High has to do it. One school is not going to gather the 144,000. ISBHBK, ISUPK, IAIUIC, GOCC, SOT, whatever school you would, you're not going to gather them yourself. We're just pieces of the puzzle doing our job. And little pieces that will accumulate the church, the body of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
I will gather the remnant of my flock
Uh-huh.
out of all countries whither I have driven them.
Read.
And will bring them again to their fold.
We'll bring them again to their fold. Go ahead.
And they shall be fruitful and increase.
They shall be fruitful. Huh? The scripture says that our seed is going to be spread through the earth. It's going to be everywhere. Come on. It's going to be everywhere. Right? Read.
And I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them.
Go ahead.
And they shall fear no more.
Read.
Nor be dismayed.
Read.
Neither shall they be lacking.
We're not going to lack anything. Why? Because you got slaves to go get that for you. You got servants. Anything you want, the world is going to be your... It can't be your oysters are unlawful, right? It'll be your lamb, right? Anything you want, you're going to be able to attain and have that. Right? You're not going to be lacking in no way. Right? And then you said, that now I want you to pay attention to this. When you're not lacking, how could the mind fathom that? You're like, well, damn, what happens then? And that's where the barista part comes in. We're going to get there though. But once you get in this mode of like, I got everything, I got this, I got that, I got all these things, what now? You're like, I'm a king, I'm a priest, my kids, my family, my household, my nation. Y'all got to understand. Let's think about this. This is why everything has to be different. It cannot be the same. What?
Yeah, because like you said, if we're lacking in today's day and time, what do?
Right.
I gotta go get another job.
Right.
You know, I gotta go get some more overtime.
Right.
But it's gonna go back into the days of Adam, to where you didn't have to get it by the sweat of your brow.
Right. Not us. We're not going to lack anything. You broke it down perfectly. To be lacking means you have to go get it. We are not going to have to work because there's not going to be no lack of anything. We're going to have an abundance of all things. There's one that I thought of. Go ahead, finish this. Go ahead.
Neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord.
Go ahead.
Behold,
They're not going to be dismayed, nor feared, nor lacking. Not dismayed, nor feared, nor lacking. Read.
behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
Right, go from there, go to Isaiah 61 and 5. So, like I said, I wanted to get the brother straight to the point scriptures, because these are the scriptures that he's going to be looking for. Like, I want straight scripture that tells me, right, what we going to be doing. Isaiah 61 and 5.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 5.
Go ahead.
And the strangers shall stand and feed your flock.
Why are we not going to be lacking? Because we got our servants to feed the flocks. No, you're not going to have to be a barista. You're not going to have to, you're not going to have to be a bartender. You ain't got to strip no more. Right? Huh? You on your knees, taking apart this machine, that machine. Right? You in the mall, you're having to what? Deal with faggots, lesbians, people that stink, leprous people. Right?
Bring it out.
You ain't gonna have that no more in whatever other job you got. You ain't gonna have to worry about your boss, Henry, on your back. You ain't gonna have to worry about that no more. I know everybody want to confess now. You start hearing this, you want to overthrow tables. Hell yeah! Ah, I want to be free, but right, you want it now. Hell yeah! But that's why a lot of us are fighting to be there. To obtain, right? What's that? Say what you can say. Go ahead, Aaron.
I don't have a problem fixing the dishwashers and the microwaves and the oven.
Right.
My problem is having to walk into the home and having to tell these people to put their dogs away.
Right.
I said, I'm not here for your dog to sniff me.
Right.
Or to jump on me or to greet me at the door.
Right. Yeah. Now I know how people feel about our little dog. She's a little hoe. All she does is want to bark at everybody. But yeah, it's like they look at with that face. They don't say it, but they look at us like, "Could you get this little bitch away from me?" they look at her. I'm like, yeah, she just loves barking at everybody. But you're right. You ain't gonna have to worry about these dogs running around. And we're talking about actual female dogs. You're not going to have to worry about that. You know? You're not going to have to worry about... I seen the one YouTube where the sister had a big-ass box. Y'all seen that one? And then the owner, it was at Amazon or something, a UPS, and he stood right there. And she was so dang mad, she ended up throwing it on the lawn. Right?
Oh,
yeah, and they only showed one part of what she was doing.
Yeah.
And she said, well, here's what happened. This box was heavier than me. He seen me struggling with the box. He didn't offer no help. And that was us. It's us. You figure, man, why that sister disgruntled? Because she's working all damn day. The labor, the burden is put on her. She's trying to lift this box out, and all they get is one video of her losing it. They didn't put all the other stuff that happened. We ain't gonna have to worry about that no more, man. You know what I mean? You going to college, right? Going to get your college out. Well, I got to go get the college degree. I got to go do this. You ain't going to have to worry about that no more. I asked my daughter, so you're going to give yourself a break from... She's like, man, this school. You're going to give yourself a break? No. She's like, no, I got to get into college then because I'm just going to lose the zeal to do it. Work. Right? You're like, man, this work is hard, but I'm going to what? Take on more work. We ain't gonna have to worry about that. You understand this? Why do you think you're fighting for this? Why do you think you're changing? So you won't just be burnt the hell up? Right? And punished. You want to taste that the goodness of the kingdom. Yeah, we all know that eventually you'll come back through a regeneration. Right? Because all Israel got to be saved. You're going to be born into the kingdom. But who wants to die, then suffer after death, then have, right? Well, why can't we just in this body, right, be ready and be prepared to walk into the kingdom? In this body be changed new. That's what we're fighting for. So there's us that run the race not as one that beateth the air. We're not running this race as one that beateth the air. Man, we see the vision. We see the goal. We know what Esdras meant in 2nd Esdras 7. He said, fire on one side, water. Let me get through this because that place, that broad place is what I'm looking at. And that's what we have to remember. Go ahead, read on.
And the sons of the alien shall be...
The who?
Of the alien.
Yeah, not the green aliens, huh? The real aliens, the ones that came from the Caucasus Mountains?
Right.
Right? The ones that Job said, I would not disdain to have them sit amongst my dogs.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Those aliens. Not our brothers and sisters that this was their land. Mexico, California, Canada, where else? Like that was already Gad's land. That was already the natives' land. They're not the aliens. This is talking about the aliens. The Goonies. The House of 1,000 Corpse. You remember them? Yeah, those people. Right? It's called white trash. Read, come on.
Shall be your plowmen.
They're going to be our what?
Your plowmen.
They're going to be our plowmen. They're going to be our plowmen. Now check this out. This is how you know these Christian apologists are really out of their damn mind. When did this happen? Go back to Isaiah 2. Hold that. Somebody give me Isaiah 2. We're going to put this together. These precepts, these future prophecy precepts that did not happen yet. Read that. Isaiah 2. And read that too in 2 and 4.
Isaiah chapter 2 verse 4.
Go ahead.
And he shall judge among the nations.
Right.
And shall rebuke many people.
Read.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares.
When did this happen? When was we were establishing the law going forth from Zion, and then they beat their swords, all the missiles and guns and weapons, into plowshares? When? The children of God are already in the land. Hell nah. Read.
And their spears into pruning hooks.
And what are they going to do with those spears and pruning hooks? What did it say? Read. Read.
Shall be your plowmen.
They're going to take those weapons and they're going to be working. That's what happens when they beat them into plowshares and pruning hooks. They're going to be ministering, working. You don't have to work no more. Read.
And your wine dressers.
And your wine. Y'all thought I was joking on the grapes, right? Oh, you thought I was being funny, huh? Oh, he's being funny. Ha ha ha. No. They're going to be our wine dressers. Go get me Chateau. Right? Now, we got to give them new names, right?
Yeah.
You know, go get me Zion. 2000, this and this. I want the oldest version. Right? Because in those days, the Most High is going to bring us back to our original life. 1,000 years. Imagine living 1,000 years. Right? You seeing your wine. You seeing your wine become old age with you. Right? Give me 150-year-old wine. You know that tastes like grape juice. But you sip that, it's the best thing. It ain't all this defiled wine. They put it in pork bass. You know, pork skin. Nah, man. Or the land's all beaten up to where it's like it's yielding wrong. No. We gonna get the best of the best. Let's go back to that grape field. Grapes. I ain't even say a name. I'm just gonna say grapes. And then they come and they. You missed. What the hell is your problem? Hell yeah. You gotta be a professional. I gotta move too. 50 lashes for him. He didn't make it, right? I guess we're gonna get the Edomite ball players to do that? Huh, Jokic? Come on, read on. Come on.
Verse 6. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Men shall call you the ministers of our God.
Check that out. Then we're going to be known. There's not going to be any doubts that we're the ministers of the Most High. Because who is this going to be allotted to? The Israelites. What verse are you at?
Verse 6.
Did you finish it?
Not yet.
Go ahead.
Ye shall eat
we're going to eat the riches of the Gentiles.
God.
Right? So, once again, no work. Right? We ain't working, y'all. Hell nah. Who wants to do that? Who wants to go through all of this and then still have to work? What type of blessing is that? You're blessed. Get your ass to work. Like, we just came out of work, Father. What?
Even that scripture right there go against their narrative.
Yeah.
You know, of all of us being equal.
Right.
And the same in the eyes of God. How are we the same in the eyes of God when
Right.
we're eating the riches of the Gentiles?
Oh, they don't. Man, like I said, these cats are diluted. They really want to take all the promises that the Most High promised the children of Israel and take them for their own and warp them or forget them. They don't. This narrative about it, they don't want people to hear this. Why? Because they know it's them. It pertains to them. They're going to go out. The devil is going to go out with a bang. They ain't just going to give it up. Right? You're talking about, especially here in America, these cats have died for this country. They ain't playing. Isaiah 60 and 10.
Isaiah 60.
No, let somebody else get it.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10.
Go ahead.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
So, just once again, I know, brothers and sisters, a lot of y'all have some of these precepts, but the brother and his daughter, they needed the ammo. They're going to build up our walls. Right? Right. Now, not Jerusalem, not the walls that go into 144 furlongs into. Those walls got to be, the Most High already has prepared that by angelic beings. Those walls humans ain't going to build. Right. These, you know what they're going to be building? Everything else. Because everything's going to be destroyed. Remember, a lot of these nations we're going to have to go through and what? We're going to have to get them in order. Right? I mean, that's the work. I mean, is that work or play? I don't know. And you're like, well, there, I got you out. You said we didn't have to work. Is that really work? Or is that going to be fun time? Right? What?
I said, then when you think about it, the earth is way bigger than what they're making it seem.
Yeah.
Because the Lord said if man could search out the whole earth, then Israel would no longer be his people.
Amen.
So we understand that the world is way bigger than what it is.
Yeah. Amen.
So we're going to have plenty of stuff to build up.
Oh, yeah. Bro, islands are made by the soot forming and, right? Yeah, for the volcano. Like, this is easy. There's a new island over there. Go build. And I just made one over there. Go build.
How do I get there? Figure it out.
Right? Build a bridge and get over there. Go ahead.
And their king shall minister unto thee.
Yeah, they don't want to hear this. When did this happen? They don't want to hear this. Read.
For in my wrath I smote thee. But in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Read.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night.
Why?
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
You're not going to have to. Look, even in that, we're going to have workers doing our work. A lot of them are going to bring them and bring them before the face of Israel and Yahweh Shai. Right? So we're not going to have to do a lot of this, even this handiwork. Unless you want to. I know I want to be in the thick of it, right? I want to get bloody. You know what I mean? Right? That's how I want to. I want to be in my full vigor, right? And then just have it all over me, right? I want to run through the battle. Yeah. So no, for me, I still want to put in a lot of work, but the work that is going to be put on these nations. Read on.
And that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom.
Right.
That will not serve thee.
What is the theme? These are the key prophecies that people don't want to admit to. They're going to serve. It didn't say they're going to sit up there with you.
Right.
They're going to serve.
God.
And what happens if they don't serve us? Go ahead.
they shall perish.
Read.
Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Read.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee.
Yeah, all the things that the Middle East, the greatness, right? That glory of the lands will be ours. Right? The things that it's like when I go past Home Depot, you look at the palm trees. I'm like, damn, those palm trees are dope. They're like $200 and some for one tree. I'm like, I want a few of those in my yard because the Edomites got them across the way. They got some palm trees in theirs. And I counted them. They were about 3 or 4. I'm like, 2, 4, 7. That's about $1,000 of trees. See, we're going to have the best. Right? We're going to have the best. And we're not going to have to worry about disgruntled neighbors. Right? Dogs shitting on your lawn. We're not going to have to worry about that. See, no fear, no anxiety, no second questioning, no work. Right? Go ahead. Come on.
The fir tree.
Right?
The pine tree.
Read.
And the box together.
Right. We know what that's about. That's all the best of the land. That's all why it's pointing that out. It's the best things of the land. When we talk about those different woods. Not that IKEA wood. Right? The best woods. Right? Go ahead.
To beautify the place of my sanctuary.
What the place of his sanctuary. Our land is going to be beautiful. Go ahead.
And I will make the place of my feet glorious.
That's the earth. That's the earth. The earth is my footstool, right? His feet is going to, the place of his feet is going to be glorious. Go ahead.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee,
right,
shall come bending unto thee.
What is it that we don't get about this? You don't have to do no work. The nations, it's their time to serve this hard bondage. Go ahead.
And all they that despise thee,
right,
shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Check that out. Or y'all got anything on these before we jump to the next point? Y'all got anything to add on this before we jump to the next point? What you got? What you got?
Isaiah 49:23.
Why not? Why not? Right? It wouldn't be this type of class without Isaiah 49:23. Go ahead, read.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23.
Go ahead.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers.
Go ahead.
And their queens thy nursing mothers.
That what?
Thy nursing mothers.
Okay. What is the nurse? You ain't gonna have to take care of the kids. Well, y'all gotta understand. Whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. And your mama raised that white girl kids. You can see any good slave movie. What do they show? Those black women raising the kids. Go look at that Will Smith one, Emancipation. Right? Who was there serving the food? Who was there taking care of the kids? Our people. Why do we think it's not going to be the same thing? Right? It's a universal law when it comes to everything else except for the white man and the nations that did what they did. It's universal. Yeah, it's universal. Whatever you put out in the universe comes back to you. Right. Right. Well, but this ass whooping you put out is coming back to you. Right? See, it's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy with a delusion. Right? The delusion of grandeur. Right? They want to what? Put this stuff out and act like they're not going to be accountable for their sins. See? What you was going to say? Who was going to say something? Go ahead. Read on.
They shall bow down to thee with their faces toward the earth.
Go ahead.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
And lick up the dust of your feet. All right. So, does that fit in the narrative of not working? How else are you going to shoes get clean? I know. You're like, what the hell? I'm like, does that one fit in the no working scriptures are? Yeah, it does. How are those toes going to get licked? I don't know, man. I don't want a white person licking my feet. It's definitely going to have to be some sandals or some boots on. You know what I mean? But I don't know. There might be some brothers that might want to get their toes clean by Edomite's tongue.
I'm looking at this.
Go ahead, tell us how you're looking at it, the way you see it. Go ahead.
If I'm walking through on the floor and there's dust on my feet and I'm tracking dust, they're supposed to be licking that up.
They supposed to be looking at that.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to be licking that up as
Yeah.
I come through.
God.
Get that dust on the floor.
Hey, whatever work, it ain't gonna be done by us. I don't gotta go wash my feet under the faucet, the tub, the sprinkler. You know what I mean? Their tongue is gonna wash.
You gotta refer to them like Hannibal. You gotta call it it. It rubs the lotion on its skin. It picks the dust from off my toes.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Listen, we rarely go over classes like this, man. But we need these classes as a reminder of what we're doing and why we're doing. A lot of people think we're gonna go into this next kingdom and you don't get it. It's not gonna be what you're thinking. It's not gonna be how you understand it. And that's why it has to be changed. You got anything on this point before we jump to the next point? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you was talking about the children. Like, we don't have to watch our children because just in the captivity here in America,
Yeah.
they didn't have to raise their children. You looked at Django. You know, what did they give their children as gifts? They gave them little Judite girls. You saw when she was skipping around with the little Judite on the chain, like that's her toy.
Oh wow.
I be in the mall, a lot of y'all not. I look at them, Edomite babies and Mother Nation babies. That's for my brothers. That's for my brother's son. That's for my brother's daughter. That's gonna be my gift to them,
Wow.
to their kids. But,
Yeah.
I want to bring out
Yeah.
Zechariah. Zechariah 8. Just going back there again.
Go ahead.
Zechariah 8 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, there shall yet, O men and O women, dwell in the streets of Jerusalem. Old people ain't outside because old people are either dead from working 30 years at their job, or their body is broken down. They can't enjoy this place.
No.
But in the kingdom we will.
Yeah.
I mean, because you got some people 60 years old still working.
Bro, older than 60,
70 years still working.
Bro, they got the nerve to put dang special needs people over at. It's like, God, dang, are you serious? Like America, every other country, man, give you free this, free that. You're free Medicare, free college. America, like, no, you gonna get your special needs, but at that fourth, it's like, damn, you should have them, take care of them. They should have money set aside for them. No, America's like, we're gonna make everybody work, right? There are no mercy, man, and it's not gonna be like that for us in the kingdom, right? Not that there are gonna be any special needs kids in the kingdom. All that's gonna be healed, right? Yeah. Go ahead, finish.
And every man with his staff in his hand for very age, and the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof.
Right.
So this again, like the kids can't play outside because y'all gotta come in because I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Now,
And Chester molesters out there too. Yeah. Chester molesters. You gotta watch out for him. Yeah. What's that?
Kids can't even play in the streets because we got so much gang violence in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
As well. So
No peace. Right? It said it the other day, no peace to the wicked, right?
If we could, Deuteronomy. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9.
No, 29, verse 18.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18.
Now this is a beautiful class, and this is one of the reasons why we fight. You understand? This is one of the reasons why we go through, why we're so adamant about what? Showing up to class, taking notes, applying the word. Because you're looking forward, everybody in this room is looking forward to this day, time? But this is the scripture you need to have at the forefront of your mind to understand that. This is the same scripture, this class that we're going over right now is the same reason why you get checked. Hey, pull up your pants. Hey, make sure your rib is on point. Listen, bro, you got to start being a father. Hey, sis, you got to start being a sister. You got to start being a mother. You got to do all these things. This is the reason why you're getting checked. This is when a brother comes to you harsh or soft. Right. This is the reason why. Because you're trying to strive for righteousness to get to the kingdom to see this. Con? There we go. Read that scripture.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision.
Where there is no vision. This is the vision.
There you go.
This class got to be in your brain like a sweet song.
Right. It's a vision.
Right? Mm-hmm. I had a vision. Sorry. That's what say go. Right? This is that vision.
Hell yeah.
You gotta have that vision daily. When you wake up, that's the fight. I need some dirty, dusty ass Edomite licking my dust. Let me push for righteousness. Let me be my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hell yeah. Listen, it's gotta be something. What is it for you? And we get it. Sometimes you get those soft-hearted Israelites. We got the question, right? Rakah? Are we really gonna? Do we really have to?
Hey!
Right? Do we really? Are we gonna be that mean in the kingdom? Hell.
Yes.
Yes, we will. Are we gonna be that mean? Like I said, the spirit on us. Because think about it, this is dash your kids to pieces against a stone. How many of y'all can do that? See, you're saying it until you get the kids healed on your hand, and then he's screaming out crying. Look, sister's crying in the back. The sister in the back, she's already tearing up. This can't be. You racist black Hebrews. No, that's what she
I'm saying this.
Yeah.
All I need to do is watch a couple slave movies.
Emancipation down. You come out, Django. You know what? You ain't gonna have to do it. The Most High is gonna put His Spirit on us to see clearly. You're gonna see those kids' spirit on the children. When war happens, we're gonna be moving through. There ain't gonna be no, you know what I mean? None of that. We're gonna be what? Doing it. It's gonna be happening. What's that?
One of the brothers said, what can you say for those who are building apart from your building?
What?
Wait, say the question again? I'm sorry.
He says, what can you say for those who are building apart from your building?
Building apart from our building? This is obviously not on topic. So what?
I got scripture. Just for those minds, it'd be like, oh, my bad.
Hold on a second. He's talking about a scripture on the question, huh?
No, not in the question.
Not in the question.
Going back to where we was at.
Yeah. All right. Let me just say this on this question real quick. You got to get a little more specific, but if you're not building with us, as long as you're doing the work of Christ, right? Like, you got many schools building. You got all these other brothers and sisters that's working throughout the world. We all are in the same mind, same judgment, dealing with raising our people up. You know, how we teach and what we know is you're a brother. You're going to get love regardless. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not capping. That's what we teach. So if you're not here doing it with us, you gotta be somewhere doing it with somebody though. This ain't, you can't, well, you know what? I'm gonna do it dolo. No, it don't work like that. It says gather yourself together, O nation not desired. We teach it all the time. Go to the 12 tribes, gather abroad, and do what? Teach them, right? Yeah, right. Bring your sheep together, right? Then it tells you in the New Testament that you had these churches. Churches just means assembly or gathering. Mm-hmm. So what we're doing, we're supposed to be gathering. So you don't necessarily have to gather with us. Whoever you're in the same mind and the same judgment with, then gather and do the work of the Most High. That's the most important thing. Now, make sure you're gathering correctly, right? Make sure you're doing the work right. But it don't necessarily have to be literally here. Or because Houston, we are one school, but they're working over there. And we're working over here. But we're in the same mind. So that's how we look at all brothers and sisters. I don't care what camp you're from. We try to entreat those brothers with respect. Treat those sisters with respect. You salute, you show love, and you keep moving. Right? You know, we don't get into no drama. All right? But back to the question. Back to the topic we're on. Right? He kind of threw us off our topic. We were getting excited right now. Give me some more scriptures out. What you got? You're not done. Go ahead.
Back to the white man licking toes. Go ahead.
Hey, can you fix it?
Yeah, kind of slow.
Con, where we at?
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18.
Yes, sir.
Where there is no vision.
And this got to be your vision. That's the whole point of this class. What drives you every day when you get up? What drives you to continue? You got to get past the correction. You got to get past the checking. This is the vision that we all have as a nation. It doesn't matter if you're across the street, if you're with whatever acronym camp, as long as you're doing the work and you have this vision. Go ahead.
The people perish.
Because without that, without understanding this vision, the ultimate vision, the Most High, he said he knows the thoughts that he has towards who? Towards the nation of Israel. The thoughts of peace, right? The thoughts of peace is this class.
Yeah, and this is one of those calibrating, just reminding, and this is just one piece of the topic of the kingdom of heaven, right? On earth, right? We know we're not talking about the spiritual kingdom. We're talking about the kingdom on earth. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. You done with that? Okay. All right. So let's jump into the second point. We're pressed for time. The second point is, so could women work as baristas or families' businesses? Once again, now we're getting the picture that there's not going to be no work, right? Now, in the kingdom of the Most High, you're not going to have to worry about being a barista. You're not going to have to worry about, I got to start my own business. You're going to have if you're a child of Israel, you're going to have all these things already at your beck and call, right? Go to Revelation 21:1. And I wanted the way I'm going to go at this question is just to remind this. Why do we think like that? Because we don't understand that the thought process of the new kingdom is totally opposite of what we're in now. It's nothing like you're thinking now, right? Read that. Revelation 21:1 and then Isaiah 66. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 21 verse 1.
Go ahead.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Go ahead.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
For the first heaven and the first earth was passed away. And we know what that means. That means when you go back to Isaiah 14, it's talking about a kingdom, a time, a period. This period is ending. The period of homosexuality, homosexuals ruling the world through bullying all the other nations, right? Through lies, through demonocracy, right? Through demonocracy. We know this time is coming to an end. Daniel said it best. This last kingdom will be the end of all kingdoms. Because Yahweh Shai's kingdom will be established above all kingdoms forever and ever and ever and ever. Right? Even ever, right? So this is what we're talking about. Go ahead.
And there was no more sea.
Right. The seas represent the nations. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven. So the kingdom, this physical kingdom, the Most High has prepared for us. Now, I don't want to miss the point. For there was a new heaven and the first earth was passed away. The way we think now is going to be gone, y'all. Now, let's get into this, because this barista topic. Go to Isaiah 66:22. This barista point. Remember, why do we think like that? Because you're here
in an Edomite regime and kingdom. Right? You're here in a kingdom that rules with these wicked ideas. You got to ask yourself, is it going to be like the world to come? Is the women, first of all, is the women going to have to work? Okay, I'm going to do this for y'all. Check this out. Go back to Deuteronomy. Y'all gonna like this one. How about this? Go to Deuteronomy. You know where I'm going? Okay, go there then. Get it, Lakad. Yeah. You said you know where I was going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 56.
Go ahead.
The tender and delicate woman among you.
That's what the women is going to be brought back to and treated like.
God.
She's going to be tender and delicate. No, sister, you ain't got... It ain't like now, where she's a bulldog, and then you still treating her like that. No. This is totally different. In the kingdom, she's going to literally be tender and delicate. So tender and delicate, what? Read on.
Which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
How about that? We're going back to that. Sisters ain't going to have to touch the ground. Right? You ain't going to have to touch the ground. You're going to be carried around, let alone sit around and damn serve coffee. Yeah. Go and look at all these good Roman movies, these good series that has to do with kingdoms coming up and kingdoms coming down. The real good ones, the women are being what? Carried around. Go look at Gladiator. She was talking from 4 men carrying her around. You're going to go back to tender and delicate sisters. You don't have to worry about baristas. You ain't going to have to worry about none of that. The front of the Walmart, the Taco Bell drive-thru, right? You ain't going to have to worry about the Taco Bell drive-thru. The cashier at Walmart. Oh, you flipping the sign? You ain't going to have to do that. You really are going to like they call queens. To where no, sister, why is her feet touch the ground? Right? She's so tender and delicate. That's what we're going back to. How about that? You can't even imagine it, You're like, see, so what ideas are being destroyed? It's a whole logic that comes with that. Well, how about if I want to touch the ground? Yeah. It's probably the ones with mustaches say that. How about if the one I want to touch the ground, though? You're not gonna want to touch the ground.
Yeah, do they even want that?
You're not gonna really listen. In that time, your husband, yourself, is gonna be the sole power of the world. You're not going to want to touch the ground. It's a different mind state. Go look at these high echelon people that got a lot of money, billions of dollars. Why do you think they act like they do? Now, I'm not saying we're going to be wicked in a wicked mind. What I'm saying is that there's a high level of prestige and honor, right, that they carry themselves with. Outside of the wicked fornication, drug heads, and all that stuff. Just understand me. Right? They have the table set up with 5 forks. How many? There's 4 forks?
4 forks, 3 spoons, 3 knives.
See? There you go. Right? They have these things set up. They have servants. Why would you want to be working? Something has to change, right? Isaiah 66:22.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 22.
2 Peter 3. Go ahead.
For as the new heavens and the new earth,
right,
which I will make, shall remain before me,
go ahead,
said the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain.
Right, you see that? So the new heavens and the new world, our seed is going to remain forever. Right? And it's different ideals, different thinking, different feelings, different emotions. It's a different feeling. Right? And that's why, what did I say earlier? Most of us can't even imagine it. It sounds like a what? No, it sounds like Isaiah said, words out of a book. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. My bunion hurts right now. Yeah, because you don't even speak like you tender and delicate. Right? So the Most High is going to bring us back to the new thinking. New thinking. Right? So what do you do? I asked it earlier. What do you do when there's nothing to do? You can't even think of that. You can't even think of it. Okay, let's put this other variable in there. What do you do when you're a God and there's nothing to do? You see how you can't, you're like, so no baristas, no working at Walmart no more. This ain't even going to be fun. You see where your mind goes? Yeah. New heaven, new earth, new thinking. 2 Peter 3 and 13.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 13.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens.
Bro, you're looking for new things. You're not, why are we looking for the old? So you saying we're not going to have TV? Entertainment is going to be something else. What if I told you how to split an atom and an element? Would you be sitting around damn thinking about Hulu? Huh? How would you be doing that? You said what?
I'm thinking about Yahweh Shai is going to be there in Jerusalem.
He's going to be the light in Jerusalem.
And it says everything, all the acts that he did, the world can't contain him. So we got thousands of years to ask him about all these acts that he did. And just about, yeah, we got stories every day.
Why would you? Our thoughts are going to be totally different. It's a whole different level of thinking. Right? Just, what would you do if you had $1 trillion? After you paid your bills, after you bought a few Walmarts, after you bought a few Taco Bells and, you know what I mean, McDonald's, then what? We know what they do. They do what? Well, orgies, pissing on each other, child sacrifices, right? Then what? They don't know where to go. You see that? Because they're not in new heaven mind thinking. They're not in a godly mind. Watch. Go to Proverbs 24:9. I'm going to show you something. Why does it say new? Check this out. Proverbs 24:9.
Proverbs chapter 24 verse 9.
Go ahead.
The thoughts of the foolish is sin.
Stop. Is there going to be sin in the kingdom? Is there going to be thoughts of the fool in the kingdom? What do we think like right now? Why do we think that, why did you get sad for just a second when you realize there ain't going to be TV? There is not going to be internet. Yeah, you're like, well, what are we doing? No internet. There's got to no Ghost Recon, no Call of Duty. Huh? No Fortnite. What are you going to do when there's no Fortnite? Huh? What are you going to do when you're not entertained by black men taking a plastic ball, running up and down and sweating and killing themselves? Well, actually, I can think of one. White men beating themselves, fighting lions like we did back in the ancient days. Right? In the dark ages. Wrestling lions, and you're going to wrestle this elephant. Yeah.
That paints a vivid picture for me. I don't know if you all seen the movie Lemony Snicket series, The Unfortunate Events.
Okay. I didn't get a chance to see it.
Talking about what we're we're talking about the roles being reversed, everything that has been done unto us, the curses that has been put on us is now going to be put on them. What did he have to? So basically, Jim Carrey plays this character, Jim Carrey, right? So basically, things were done to these two girls and boy and their little sister, right? And so they went through a series of events where he was trying to gain control of them, right? And they went through death, danger, right? almost dying, right? Almost being burned alive, almost being stabbed to death, eaten to death, right? And all of this situation was because of Jim Carrey was chasing them and putting them in these positions because he wanted to gain rights to their property and their wealth, right? At the end, I'm giving it away. I'm trying to make this
quick though.
So at the end, when they found out that he did all this to the children, trying to get their wealth, trying to kill them, because he even locked them in a car on a train track, trying to let the train run on them, right? So basically, the judge ordered that he go through everything that he put the children through.
Yeah, absolutely. You reap what you sow. Listen, the thoughts of foolishness is sin. What is not going to be in the kingdom? Sin. So where is our mind going to be at in the kingdom? Children are oppressors, huh? Right now, they raise you like big-ass kids. You have fun with basketball, football, baseball. That's your entertainment. Your entertainment is video games. Your entertainment is what else? Anime. Right? What else? Think about it. Take away the anime. Take away the basketball. Take away the football and all the sports. Right? Take away the video games. You're saying, well, what is life then? Right? Think about it. But the Most High is going to change our mind. New heaven. New earth. New thinking. Right? We'll go to Wisdom of Solomon 9:14 real quick. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9 verse 14.
Go ahead, Isaiah 65. Go ahead.
For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable.
For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. We're not going to be mortal anymore. Yo, everybody's not understanding this. We're not going to be mortal men anymore. So your thoughts are going to change. It ain't going to be on foolishness. It ain't going to be on damn child antics. Even the children ain't going to be thinking about that. Think about this, with angelic powers, you shall be as the angels, and you're thinking about, well, what about the basketball game? We ain't going to have cars no more. The cars is a pollution. We ain't going to be taking the oil out the earth no more. Everything's going to go to its natural order. We're not thinking like the new heaven. And that's why a lot of us can't envision it. We can't see it. There's no vision. You see? So when we start thinking like the new heaven, new thinking, in my Father's house there are many mansions. We know that's the spiritual realm, but still. The Most High has something more than our peon mentality. There's a glory of the celestial. There's a glory of the terrestrial. So when I get in this terrestrial mind, what am I going to be thinking about? Where's your feelings going to be at? You see, and that's what the Most High is showing us now. Are we occupied with the foolish things, and do they rejoice us? But the spiritual things, you said it. You nailed it. You nailed it. How many people are thinking about just sitting down with Yahweh Shai for hundreds of years? Just, I want to eat it all up. But forget all the things that was written. I want to know what is not. We got what is written. I want to know how is it to be with the Father. You see what I'm saying? You got to think about this, but we don't have that new mind, so we think, a lot of us think, oh damn, we're going to get married the same, we're going to drink, eat, water the same, we're going to vote the same, We're going to live, breathe the same. We're going to go to the movies the same way. None of that's going to exist. It's going to be all new. Read that, Isaiah 65, 17.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 17.
Go ahead.
For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth.
Go ahead.
And the former shall not be remembered.
Read it again.
And the former shall not be remembered.
It's not going to be remembered. We're not going to be thinking about these old ways. We're not going to be thinking about that, huh? You're going to be wanting to be Jacques Cousteau. You're going to want to just walk in the ocean. Right? If the Most High gives us access to flying in the spiritual, flying in the heavens, why would you want to be here? Don't you want to go where no man has gone before? Right? Just to see? Right? Y'all got to understand this. We got to understand it. It's not going to be remembered. What's that, sis? Quick. Beyond the dome? Beyond the firmament? Right. But that goes into where the Most High is at, right? So we got to be like Yahweh Shai to enter in those both planes. To be able to go to the Father and then come back. That's a high level power. Right? Go ahead, read on.
Nor come into mind.
Nor what?
Come into mind.
Yeah, these things ain't even going to come into mind. Go ahead.
But be ye glad.
Uh-huh.
And rejoice forever.
Read.
In that which I create.
Check that out. Read.
For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing.
Uh-huh.
And her people a joy.
Read.
And I will rejoice in Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
And joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her.
Check that out. Read.
Nor the voice of crying.
Read.
There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not filled his days.
Read.
For the child shall die 100 years old.
Right, that's a child. A child is 100. Right? Go ahead.
But the sinner, being 100 years old, shall be a curse.
See? The sinner, 100 years old, is a curse. That shows you there's going to still be sin. But it ain't going to be with us. Go ahead.
And they shall build houses, and inhabit them.
Read.
And they shall plant vineyards, and eat the fruit of them.
Go ahead.
They shall not build, and another inhabit.
Right.
They shall not plant, and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people.
As a what?
As the days of a tree.
Forever. Read.
Are the days of my people.
Go ahead.
And mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands.
Good Lord.
Come on.
They shall not labor in vain.
They shall what?
Not labor in vain.
Our work is going to mean something because we whipping them in shape. And it's going to get the world in order. Go ahead.
Nor bring forth trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Most High.
Check that out. Go back. Wisdom of Solomon 9:14. Read it again.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9 verse 14.
Uh-huh.
For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable.
Our thoughts now, you see why this is going to be new? Because the way you think now is miserable. That ain't coming to the kingdom of the Most High. The way you feel now is miserable. Fear, torment, anguish, suffering. That's all gone. Go to Isaiah 55 and 7.
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Let the what?
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Let the wicked forsake his way. Right? Read.
And the unrighteous man his thoughts.
His what?
The unrighteous man and his thoughts.
Bro, you got to let those thoughts go. Oh, damn, well, what are we going to do? Man, this sounds depressing. So we're all going to be like the handmaid's tale? That's what you think. You think it's going to be, they put the handmaid's tale out, and that's what you think. When all you know is wickedness, your mind can't even step, your psyche can't even step into the place. It's like this. Why don't a lot of us know what to do with money? Because when you do have a little money, you don't know what to do with that. This is why they know how to make sure our people don't, majority of our people don't exceed a certain wealth. Because they know you ain't going to know how to act. Because your thinking is of a hood mentality. It's of a low base man and woman. So you get the money, and if you're saying, well, really, that's cold-blooded. Well, let's look at Lil Wayne. Let's look at the rappers. When they got the money, did they change for the better? Did they become godly? Did they become what? Worry more about their community, their nation? Right? Morant, right? I don't know why he keeps coming up, but did he all of a sudden get wise and be reasonable and have understanding? Because he don't got knowledge. You see, your thoughts, our thinking is going to change in its entirety. Go ahead.
And let him return to the Most High.
Go ahead.
And he will have mercy upon him.
And
to our power. For he will abundantly pardon.
Go ahead, read on.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
My thoughts are not your thoughts. Right. We're going to be filled with the thoughts of the Most High. We're going to think like the Most High. Go ahead.
Neither are your ways my ways.
There ain't going to be no damn cars. There ain't going to be no pollution. There is not going to be no baristas. There's not going to be no TikTok. There ain't going to be no damn Instagram. There ain't going to be no, the thought one? There ain't going to be no OnlyFans. There ain't going to be none of that. Right? There's not going to be none of that. So what are you going to do? You better get in the godly mind now. Go ahead.
Saith the Most High.
Go ahead.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth.
Go ahead.
So are my ways.
So his ways, the ways that we're adopting now. Why do you think on the basics, the baby level of the ways of the Father, people can't fathom it? It's too much control, too much discipline. What did the sister tell me at the Golden Corral? There's too many laws. She said, yeah, my sister deals with them. There's too many commandments. Right? See, why? Because she's a base woman. She want to eat everything. She want to consume everything. She's meant for this world. So she's going to stay here. She's for the streets. Right? Go ahead.
So are my ways higher than your ways.
Go ahead.
And my thoughts than your thoughts.
See? So we're coming into the new thoughts, the new way of thinking, the new way of living. Right? I got more. But we'll be here till 11:30. What you got?
Just think about what Solomon did.
Uh-huh.
Solomon was looking at ants.
Right.
I remember being a child before, like we did have video games. Before video games was life, we went outside. We climbed trees. We looked at insects. We looked at animals. Right. But then when you go to Isaiah 11 and 7.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. 11 and 8. Isaiah chapter 11 verse 8. And the sucking child shall play in the hole of the ass. That's a snake. Right. So Lakai brought out something heavy. Those who do make it out of here are going to want to draw from your house side, draw from all whoever's back. Right. And get those stories. Get that. Yeah. But the little babies that's there, they're going to be running around playing with the lions, playing with the snakes. That's going to be their toys, their entertainment. It says,
and that sounds weird. You're like, why would you do that? Huh? Sounds irresponsible. Right?
But so like that technically doesn't sound weird. Because even when I was a kid, like we used to like try to like play with the little geckos and stuff like that and try to catch them. Or when you catch the fireflies and stuff like that.
Right.
But like when we come to this mind state, we're playing with animals that people are afraid of.
Right.
Because we're gonna have that power.
We're gonna have the power, exactly. Yeah, that's on point. So hopefully this was answered. The question was answered about the baristas. We're not even going to be thinking on that level. Nothing old from this old world is going into the new. It's going to be all righteousness. This world is miserable.
I want to pull up to every place with a Leviathan.
A Leviathan. You want to do the House of Dragons.
Yeah.
You want to be on the dragon everywhere you go.
Pull up.
Cash is trying to put. You're thinking about lions. The brother wants a dragon, right?
It'll be the never-ending story.
Water beast, isn't it?
Huh?
Yeah, water beast. Bro, 95% of the world is water, right? Public everywhere. Or I can get on the back of Bohemian. You know what I mean? Either way.
You gotta have a whole temple on it though.
Right.
You pull up and you're looking off the temple while you're on his back. Oh, that's a sight to see right there.
Hopefully this answered the brother question. I'm hoping he was online tonight.
But you got a tri-nigga in?
Huh? If he wasn't, we can always go and answer whatever was left out or whatever questions, because there's more on these. There's more on this. The Bible in its entirety, man, shows us the next sequence of the scriptures. I was going to go into more this mind of misery, like this mind state for us to literally be thinking. And it's no disrespect to the question, but like just think about how we're thinking. I want to still go to work. You see that? But that's because we don't understand the thoughts of the Father, like that I have to you. Right? Thoughts of peace. Not more work, peace. Right? So it's just a whole changing of the mentality. Right? All right. Well, do we got any questions on there?
A man said, Shalom, can you help me understand Jacob's trouble? Jeremiah 1:7.
Right. So we actually did a class on that. I did a class on that. Is Damien?
Damien.
He watches us, right?
Con.
Right. Shoot him a class. Right. Hopefully he doesn't get offended. Don't get offended. We've been over this many a times. But we've touched on that. We've touched on Jacob's troubles. And then what we'll do is shoot you the class we went over on that. All right. And I'm saying that, Damien, because I know you watch us. All right. What else? What happened? Off of what? What understanding? I don't know. Okay, and I'm asking what understanding. The question got to be clear for it to be answered. Right? So remember, y'all, we're dealing with the chat. So y'all got to be specific when y'all ask questions, or else we're going to be trying to figure out what you're saying, and then what we've done a lot is we start going along this whole different talk, and it'd be like, well, that's not really what I was asking. You got to kind of be specific. All right? So verify your understanding. I don't know what that means. The understanding of what? And then what else on there? Yeah, Damien, we'll shoot you the link. All right? Anything else? Any other questions?
The sister.
Yeah.
She texted me personally. I asked Rock Mom if we can get the closed caption. It was the deaf sister.
Okay.
She was watching.
We could change it over to closed caption? Oh, so we have to do that?
I think so, because.
Oh, I thought they do that through YouTube, though.
It's not popping up, because I have closed captions, and it's not popping up.
Okay, so we got to go into settings. We got a sister that's deaf. Tell her. Okay. All right.
She said, please.
Yeah.
Because she said it looks interesting.
Right. Okay. All right. So anything else? That's it? Remember, it's the Shabbat. Remember the feast day is coming up.
31st.
Keep that in mind. Remember, let's stay in the spirit, man. pray for each other. All right? Because these demons, these spirits are thicker than ever. Right? And then above all, study. Stay in the book. And remember the principles of the doctrine. Because knowledge puffeth up. But what's going to keep me doing the will of the Most High? Right? So, is that it?
God.
That's it?
God.
Okay. All right. Say shalom to everybody online.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, y'all. Shabbat shalom.
Chilling up in the kingdom, chilling with Yahweh Shai and all the brothers and the sisters, cooling out, having fun, drinking yayin with Yahweh Shai up in the kingdom. Yeah.
Who are we? Israel. That who are we? Israel. Can't hear you.
Israel.
Who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power.
I said, who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh